Hi, I'm Tanya Williams, Chief of Everything at Digital Conversations. We're down here at Digital Strategy Summit 2015 in Sydney, and I'm here this morning with Rob Wong, who is CEO of Aimia National. Rob and I obviously know each other through our work on Aimia. I'm on the Queensland committee, and I thought it was really interesting to grab Rob this morning, and who's going to be talking at the Digital Summit a bit more about what's happening with Aimia and why it's so important to the digital industry within Australia. So Rob, can you explain to people that don't know what Aimia is, what it is, and what role it actually plays in the industry?
Yeah, well, we've been around for a long time. We've been around really since 1992, which was the beginning of the internet. And essentially, we started out as a trade organisation, but essentially today we're actually a community of people who really care about the ecosystem of the internet. Mm-hmm. And so, we represent the whole digital industry, not just in terms of tech, but in terms of creative, in terms of design, and in terms of operations.
Yeah, so that obviously covers a lot of people.
It does,
yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
So why is it important that the digital industry really support what Aimia are doing?
Well, we think that it's very, very important. The industry is growing so fast, and there are a whole range of different players involved in the market, and it's very, very important for an industry body that's independent to be able to draw in those perspectives from the various players for the common good of looking at ways in which we can expand and grow the digital economy.
Yeah, so really getting people together to collaborate and talk more about what needs to be done within the industry, how they can educate, all
There's
those
education issues, there's issues around control of data, so there's political issues that need to be worked through. But essentially we see ourselves as an organisation that's aiming to help businesses understand and come to grips with where this digital industry is going and how they should be engaging with it.
Okay. So what sort of new initiatives are Aimia putting in place over the next sort of 12 months or so? Yeah,
well, one of the really, really big things we're doing with our community this year is we're going to launch the Digital Academy. Yep. And the Digital Academy is essentially a service to all of our members to look at ways in which education can begin to address the issue of the skills gap that we've got in this market. And we think that Aimia can play a really pivotal role in being able to facilitate good, honest debate around what are the resources needed for skills training.
And I think that's been a very common theme here over the last day or so about education and the changing role that has in the industry and what people need to be doing. So I think that's certainly a very timely thing that Aimia are addressing.
And that's what Aimia has been good at throughout the ages. We started out looking at digital media, and that industry has grown to $4.5 billion in terms of the Australian economy. The issue now with the industry is about skills training and about integration of staff into businesses, not just as an external service to businesses.
Yeah.
So that's the area that Aimia will be focusing on.
So is Aimia going to be creating their own education, or are they going to be pulling in from other resources that are already out there?
As an industry association, we're not in the business of trying to compete with our members. Our strategy around education is to find best-in-class providers of training. Yep. And provide our members with really good advice on who is actually providing that advice. Whether that's a training course which is approved and accredited by a university, or whether it's just a fantastic startup that's doing a fantastic training program that we think, because of our advisory board, that the industry should be supporting this business.
Yeah, okay. So, what do you see the biggest challenges for all, for education and what the industry probably faces over the next couple of years?
Well, the biggest challenge at the moment is that everybody, it's significant today just to see how many people are here from business, they actually get digital is really, really important, and we've moved from not deer in the headlights sort of mode to actually doing something about it. Yeah. And at the moment, that's creating a very big drain on the skills that are available in the marketplace. So that's got to be the biggest challenge at the moment is to get the industry engaged around more people.
Yeah. So I suppose that leads to the last question I was going to ask you, which is where do you see the biggest growth potential? And that's probably obviously around that education and skills training.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue that Aimia has to solve for the industry, mm-hmm. and certainly that's going to be a key area of focus for us across tech, across design, across creative, across strategy. All of those areas, we need more people who are experienced and can apply strategies to helping Australian business compete globally now. It's not just about having a little business that sits in, or a big business that sits in Australia. Just about every business can be disrupted, and we need to have people that are capable of dealing with those sorts of strategic issues.
Yeah. And of course, Aimia has branches across Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. So anyone in those states can access, what Aimia is doing, come to events and learn more about that. So certainly encourage people to certainly check that out. And looking forward to hearing you talk more today again, Rob.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.